Hi, my name's Alan Bracken, and I'm excited to be able to introduce the theme of our next 12 discussions, the wow factor. I want to give us a working definition of the wow factor, a memorable experience that leaves people talking about us in an extremely positive way. I want to do my best to lay a foundation and an understanding of what I'm talking about when I say wow factor. I want you to think about and reflect back on the times that you have been wowed. In other words, the times that you've left an experience that left you feeling extremely positive, and you shared that experience with someone else, with your friends, with people in your life, because it was a memorable experience and you felt positive about it. I know I've had several in my life, and as I reflect and think about that, I've come up with some things that I believe are important for us to recognize and know so that we can produce those experiences for our customers, for the people in our lives that we care about. Because I believe, as individuals and as organizations, this wow factor can give us a competitive advantage. If you're an organization selling a product, selling a service, creating anything for someone, it can get you repeat business. Obviously, this is a competitive advantage. It's the best way to spread word of mouth, which is the best advertisement we can get. And if we understand, and when we understand what it takes to deliver this wow factor, we're going to be able to do it more. Let me tell you about a recent experience we had that was a definite wow experience. It was with the company Zappos. You may be familiar with Zappos.com. They started out as an online shoe company, and now they do much more than that. But Amanda and I, my wife, and our two older kids, Addison and Jackson, just experienced a phenomenal tour of their headquarters in Las Vegas in January. And from start to finish, from signing up on the website to get the tour, to the shuttle ride from our hotel over to their headquarters, from start to finish, it was a wow experience. And that's what they do as a company. Their number one core value is to wow through service. They understand how to serve people in a wow way. If you've ordered there, it's very likely that you got your order overnight, free of charge. They often do that as a wow experience. When we got to the end of it, they shipped us a culture book free of charge. They just served us in such a high-level way, it left us feeling extremely valued. And I think that is what the wow factor is all about. It's about how we, as the individual, on the other end of the experience, feel. And so if we can understand that the wow factor that we want to provide for people is about how they feel, I think we'll be able to accomplish that in a better way. We'll be more likely to provide a wow factor experience when we understand how it's left us feeling. So when I came out of the Zappos experience, I felt valued. Extremely valued. They cared about me. They served me. They offered us drinks and water and books and just continued to do things for us over and above what the expectation was. And that's, I think, very important. They did not have to do that. So when we're thinking about the wow factor, I want us to think about it through the lens of what can we do that we don't really have to do? Because that's what people are going to talk about in an extremely positive way. So I had an amazing experience with Zappos. And I share that because I want you to understand that it's not the enormous things that bring the wow factor often. It's just the small things that are unexpected, the things that we can do for our friends in our lives and for our customers and clients that we're working with that is over and above their expectations. In thinking about the wow factor, I think three things are critical, and that if we do these three things, we can move in the direction of bringing that wow factor to others in our life. Number one is excellence. We're going to unpack and talk about excellence. Number two, competence. I know this. The experiences that I've had that have wowed me, there's been a high level of competence. And number three is character. To have a sustained wow factor that's going to last over and over an extended period of time, I believe character is extremely critical. Those three things we'll be discussing as we move forward, as we unpack how we can deliver the wow factor. So briefly, I want to give you the definition that we'll be using of excellence. It's just simple, above average. You may notice I'm wearing a tux. That's not average. As a matter of fact, I've never worn a tux doing the video before. So I'm just giving you a visual of something that's above average. It's not all that difficult for me to put this on this morning. It wasn't. It's just above average. And to make my point, we have to figure out in our area that we're in what the majority is doing. And I'd like for you to think about, what does the majority of your competition do in your industry? What do the majority of the friends that you associate with do? And whatever that is, whatever majority is, let that be the benchmark of average. And then you go beyond that. I challenge myself every day to go beyond average, because that will give us this ability to deliver the wow factor, to deliver that memorable experience that people will leave talking about us in an extremely positive way. Here's the challenge question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how will you rate yourself on the wow factor? Use our working definition. A memorable experience that leaves other people talking about us in an extremely positive way.